2011, were these underground bases built by the cabal where they could hide out in the event of a nuclear war. The first one in Colorado, right near the Denver International Airport, was destroyed, creating a 5.3 magnitude earthquake, the largest since 1967, in a seismically inactive zone. This is because the base blew up underground, and all these underground trains and the cities that they're connected to blew up. The next afternoon, August 23rd, 2011, the main base that all of the senators and congressmen and executive head mucky-mucks in Washington, D.C. had already stored their teddy bears and their butt plugs and dildos and whatever the hell they need. Sex toys. It all blew up. Boo-hoo. And it shook the entire East Coast with a 5.8 earthquake. The epicenter of the earthquake is exactly where the base is located. Now notice this. Up there in the middle, you can't really see it too well, is Washington, D.C. It's that little square. And then the red dot is where the earthquake / actually explosion took place. That underground city was as big as Washington, D.C. Notice the size of the red dot. And look at this. This is the East Coast shaking. That's how much of the East Coast shook when this base was wiped out. It's tremendous. That is, I don't know. So what we have here is this is a normal earthquake that you see in the black line, the black squiggly line down there in the bottom right. And then the green line is what actually happened for Washington, D.C. This is nothing like a normal earthquake. This is actually a spontaneous blast that's at maximum magnitude right from the beginning. So this is the reality that we are now moving into. We are entering into a new cosmic reality for humanity. We are entering into the next phase of human evolution, the new space age. This geometry that I've been talking about, we're going to find out that this geometry is the building block of the entire cosmos, that the cosmos itself is alive, that there is a singular Merkaba at the core of everything that is vibrating and that is making all of matter, all of energy, all of space, all of time. That's MEST for you Scientologists, matter, energy, space-time. MEST. Doesn't sound very fun. Let's call it space-time, energy, matter, STEM. I like that, dude. We got some STEMage. All the things that I've been telling you about are coming into human mass evolution because photons of light store the code. And if you've heard me talk about this before, this is the final thing I'm ending on here, the frog salamander experiment. You shine a laser beam through eggs laid by a salamander, and that picks up the code of how to make a salamander. You beam that light into a frog's egg, and what happens? The frog's eggs metamorphosize into salamanders, and they totally evolve. So that actually is the energetic evolutionary mechanism. And when we look at Earth's history in the fossil record, what we see is a repeating cycle of 26 million years in which all these life forms are spontaneously appearing in the fossil record, and there's nothing in between. That suggests an energetic cause. And then more recently, Doctors Mueller and Rode found an even longer cycle, which you see here is 62 million years. Now, it's complicated, and I'll go more into it on Monday, but this is the result of a galactic geometry that we're orbiting through. The galaxy takes about 248 million years to rotate. 248 divided by 4 is 62, just like that 62 million year cycle that I showed you here. So here's what's happening, folks. We're orbiting through sacred geometry that is intelligent and alive, just like I told you earlier in my talk. And as we move through it, it's programming all the life in the fossil record, all the life on Earth, just like we actually see in 3,300 different genres of marine organisms. They're all suddenly evolving in quantum leaps. Guess when the next deadline is for the quantum leap? Right now. And you are one of those organisms. Just like the salamander eggs zap the frog eggs, what do you think's happening to your body right now? We're past 2012, we're learning new things, and we are evolving into a new stage of what it means to be human and what it means to be alive on Earth. And therefore, what is happening to us is that we are evolving into some newer galactic civilization. A civilization in which we will coexist with benevolent, loving, extraterrestrial forms of life. I'm David Wilcock, and I want to thank you for being here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow, standing O, hell yeah! Hell yeah!